Hello and welcome to alexryan.com. Thank you for stopping by. I am Alex. This is Sheldon. Oh, scared. And this is the Furloughed Marketer. I guess that's me. That's my new brand for now. We'll see. And I wanted to do this little video just to give you a bit more information about what I'm doing here and what I'm offering, because I guess, well, the messaging says free consultancy. It's probably hard to believe. It sounds a bit like a free quote for double glazing. It's not. It is entirely free. There are no strings attached. I'm not looking for anything other than the opportunity to help some businesses that might be in need at the moment during this adapting time. So the reason it's free is because I'm currently furloughed, hence the logo, the Furloughed Marketer. If you don't know what Furloughed is, it's a government job retention scheme. So it helps companies like the one I work for survive this period, and their workers survive this period without having to resort to redundancies. And what it really means, getting down to it, is that the government pays me a bit of a wage. My employer doesn't pay me anything, so they get to save a load of money. They don't have work for me anyway at the moment. So getting down to the nitty-gritty of what furlough really is, it means that the government pays me some money to survive this time, rather than my employer having to make me redundant, which would most likely be the case if it wasn't for the furlough scheme. However, it means I cannot do any work for my employer. So I'm cut off from them for now. They seem to be doing okay without me. And I also can't take on any other work, hence why I can't charge for my services. So that's why it's free. Regarding, I guess, the work that I want to be doing, I'm looking for businesses that are struggling or adapting in this very strange time that we're living in. And I know that there are plenty out there. I think almost every business is going to be affected in one way or another. And really, I'm looking for, I guess, a variety of different businesses. You might fall into any of one kind. You might fall into any kind of situation. Maybe you have had to shut your shop recently. You had a high street store, hairdressers, delis, sandwich shops, those kind of places. You've had to shut your shop, and now you're sat at home twiddling your thumbs, wondering what you can do. Well, let's have a chat and see what you can do. Maybe we can help engage your audience from a distance, have some meaningful conversations, keep them engaged and reminded of your business whilst it's closed, to try and help you on the other side when we reopen. Maybe you want to try and enhance your offering a little bit, make your website a bit better, grow your social media, pre-write some content for the other side when we get it. Maybe you just want to be ready to reopen. Maybe we can talk about your relaunch strategy. So that's one type of business, I guess, that I'm really keen to talk to. Also keen to talk to business that perhaps have got busier due to this situation. Here I'm thinking about places like, takeaway and food delivery. Those kind of places are overwhelmed at the moment, and perhaps their messaging or their systems aren't quite up to scratch, and maybe we can talk through some of those problems and hopefully provide some solutions, and also help you capitalise on this. This situation won't last forever, where everyone is having to do their shopping to their front door. So how can you ensure that you're building a customer base whilst you're offering this fantastic life-saving service in this period? And then I guess the final kind of business that I'm really looking to find and work with, which I think will be really interesting, are those businesses that are adapting to the current climate. So perhaps your previous business model is no longer valid. It may be valid again, but you're discovering other ways to work. And one example I can think of here is that I'm involved with already is food supply companies who were previously supplying the restaurant industry. Well, there is no restaurant industry. It's one business for example, one kind of business that might be, that one in particular I'm very aware of at the moment, is the food supply chain for the restaurant industry, who no longer have a restaurant industry to supply, but that didn't change the fact that they were, rearing their animals for the industry, growing their vegetables, and preparing for a lovely busy summer. So a lot of those businesses are now having to change from being a business to business outfit to a business to consumer outfit, bringing their food to your doorstep instead of to the restaurant. And undoubtedly, you're probably not set up for that yet. Your website won't be B2C, it won't be consumer facing. Your ordering system might not be right. Your delivery system might not be right. Your website functionality might not be up to scratch. And again, how are you getting that messaging out there? How are you letting people know that you've got this food that you need to be selling and you can bring to their front door? I'd love to talk to businesses like that, help you get out on social media, get a mailing list going, get your delivery and ordering function set up, and get that supply chain sorted, make sure that food isn't going to waste. So there we go, that's a little bit, I guess, about what's going on, what I'm trying to achieve, told you who I am and why I'm offering free consultancy. Again, no strings attached. I might ask you to write a testimonial for my website if everything goes well, but beyond that, no payment required whatsoever. Told you a bit about the kind of customers I'm looking for. So I guess the only other thing that people might be wondering is what's in it for me? Why am I doing this? And it's a pretty easy one to answer. I want to help. I genuinely do. I've tried to volunteer for the NHS, but I was too late by the time I got furloughed. They've already shut that down. They've got too many volunteers, which is wonderful, but we'll try again when they reopen that. So I can't help there. And I have a skill set that could be useful to these businesses who might need some extra marketing or some business refinement or adaptation in this time to survive. I don't want to be bored. I don't want to watch TV all day. And I love marketing. That's who I am. It's what I do. It's all those cheesy phrases that I've just pulled out there for you. But it is. I love marketing. I love doing it. And I can't think of anything better really than to spend this time meeting new businesses, meeting you, investigating your problems, helping you solve them. And then hopefully at the end of all this, I can go back to my employer, my wonderful employer, carry on working with them, managing their marketing department, but with a whole new wealth of experience, information, problem solving, and memories from a time well spent on furlough and not wasted. So that's kind of what's in it for me. All I ask of you is if you know a business that might be able to use my services, and I'm sure you do, everyone knows business owners, or everyone uses a business or follows them on social, and maybe they've gone quiet recently, you know that they've shut their doors, you can send the owner a text, maybe you own that business yourself. Just reach out, let's talk. That's all I'm really offering is talking, consultancy. But I'd love to get involved with your meetings, your brainstorms, your strategy planning. I'd love to point you towards training tools, different ways of enhancing your website. I'd love to do all that for you. So share my website, share my posts, follow me on social, and tag people who have businesses that are in need. Shutting, already shut, adapting, or just want to learn and spend this time getting their business even better for when they reopen the other side. That's it. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay home, and I'll speak again soon. I'm going to start vlogging, so you'll see me again. Bye.